if my PPC performance has dropped, where should I start troubleshooting? Let me give you some insights on, especially at the beginning when I started Amazon ads, because I implemented all the tips, tricks, all the latest. This is how I make X amount of sales with 10% ACOS, so all the latest, clickbaity stuff that I could have, I implemented on my account. And what I noticed is that while some of them worked really well, my personal issue was that I was not able to replicate success just because I did not have the reps. I did not know what made the campaign successful, because once that I started the campaign, it worked well, but then it didn't, And then it was very hard for me to pinpoint exactly what was causing that. So now, if I'm looking back and zooming out for clarity, and after 6 years, the first thing I would be doing is, if your PPC performance has dropped, the first thing that you should be troubleshooting is not PPC elements, but non-PPC. And this is again a real story that we had a few years ago when we were running ads for this specific brand. And then what we noticed is that we made no more impressions, we didn't spend anything, and so on. And this happened for a few days, and we were like, okay, what is going on? Because we are advertising, we increased a bit. And what we did not know back then, again, now we know better, and now we are monitoring on a daily basis for this, we lost our buy box, which means is that even if you were running ads, your product was not visible, therefore Amazon could not push it for advertising. So first off, what I would be doing, make sure that you're creating a checklist of all the non-ad related things that could have happened to your listing. Again, listing suspension, clearly you're not going to spend. If you lost buy box, so you're not showing up anymore when it comes down to your listing, again, you're not going to spend. And if you ruled out all those things, then you're going to the PPC section of it, right? So what is PPC related? The moment the performance has dropped, what I can assume is that you might be over optimizing. So you cut down on bids too quickly and too much. And now all the impressions, so everyone who could find your product, they're not finding it anymore. That is also something that can help you in this situation, or help cause the situation of PPC performance issue. So those are the things that I would be looking into. And if it's nothing like that, if your product is there, if your listing is active, you still have the buy box, if you're bidding high enough and you're still, your performance, it's dropping in sense of, here I'm thinking performance drops, sales are going down on specific keywords, you can also just open up a ticket with Amazon ad support and ask them, this is what's happening right now on an account, this is what I know that is working, this is what I am thinking it's working, can you just give me a feedback or redirect me? So those would be my steps in order to find out what is going on with troubleshooting. And again, here we can go into way more in-depth on, is the CPC too high? Is it a special day like Prime Day it's going to come up? Is it that my competitor or someone from my competitor just came in, they are just advertising super aggressively and my bids are not even showing up? So that could be also an issue. But first, I would rule out everything that it's not advertising related.